Yeah, hi there. So these comments are for 4698, and I just read your essay, so I'm scoring you at 4.0 out of 5. That puts you at 25 points out of 30, or for the purposes of our class, is going to put you at 88 points out of 100. So when I'm looking at the rubrics, you have some minor errors with either sentence structure, word forms, or use of unnatural sounding expressions that do not interfere with meaning, but your organization and development very good, so maybe just some minor language use issues. All right, let's take a look with your essay. Let's see. Learning is an important aspect of life, and as such, it is important to be keen. Which kind of university one joins? Learning at universities comes with stiff competition from other students who want the same slots. However, after joining universities, there are some benefits which come with either joining a big, probably get rid of that first word, big or small university. This essay will look at the benefits of joining small and you want to be parallel here, so you want to say give. So this essay will look at the benefits of joining small and big universities, and will give at the end my preference, or give, so I'm not repeating will twice. Okay, let's go to our next paragraph. The first advantage of attending a small university is that students get attention from professors themselves rather than their assistants. The students have the opportunity to start learning from the professors from the word go. From the get-go, unlike big universities which use assistants to teach low-level and introductory, I would say here, courses. This works well for small universities since students who join them learn from the experience of professors from the moment they join the university to the end. Another advantage of small universities is that students are few, and as such, lowers pressure on resources. The classes are not overpopulated, and therefore interactive learning can take place between the learners and the professors. The small classes also make it easy for the professors to mark papers and return them on time. Maybe put a comma right here, thus allowing students time to revise their work and make necessary corrections. This system ensures that no student is left lagging behind, since he or she can ask a question directly to the professor while in class. Good. All right, let's go to your next one. On the other hand, large universities have their own advantages. To begin with, they have massive resources in terms of finance and technology. They have more money, which they can use for research and development. So you don't have to repeat which 2 times. Let's change that second one to a positive, a key aspect of learning. Students at large universities cannot complain that they lack certain facilities, since larger universities usually require all the best learning materials and technology, and we can reduce that adjective clause to a participle. So you say all the best learning materials and technology needed for their students. Learning in such institutions gives one a better chance of developing one's research skills. Another advantage of big universities is that one can save money. Since, you want to say here, since big universities usually admit many I'm going to just say here, a high number of students, the tuition costs are usually low. This is because the students will share the tuition cost, thereby bringing them, because you're using them to refer to costs, and costs is plural, thereby bringing them down to a manageable level. The money saved in terms of tuition can then be used for other purposes, such as buying food or starting small projects with potential of growing. In conclusion, I will prefer to learn in a small university. This is because I value the small classes which are not overpopulated. I would say probably not populated. I would use the word over-enrolled. Probably going to work better here. Usually when we talk about populating a class, we won't say, you can come in. Yeah. We just talk about enrolling a class or over-enrolling a class, not populating or overpopulating the class. So that's a change I would make there. So you say learning in such an environment is more entertaining since one can ask the professor any question without necessarily eating into teaching time. Moreover, the available resources are not under immense, you want to say here, strain or pressure. Because immense is an adjective, so after the adjective, you definitely want to use a noun there, which will ensure that I get a good opportunity of using them. This can be labs for carrying out experiments or sports rooms for exercising. Okay, so my main suggestion is maybe in the last paragraph, this is where you're stating your opinion. So basically, though, you have a very good structure to your ideas. It's very easy to follow what you're doing. So after your introduction, you discuss 2 advantages of attending small universities. That's easy to see. Then you discuss 2 advantages of larger universities. I can see exactly what you're doing. And then you get to your conclusion. Now, what I would recommend, instead of 2 advantages of small university, discuss 1 advantage and then develop that a little bit more, and then talk about an advantage of a large university, advantage of a small one, and then you can develop the last topic a little bit more, which is your opinion, because it is important to develop the idea. So I would focus, instead of the available resources not under immense strain, in that last idea, don't even mention that. Just focus on how there's smaller class sizes and how that positively affects the learning process for you. And that's why, of course, you like smaller classes or small universities. But still, I got to admit, this is a good essay. I'm going to put you at 4.0 out of 5, 25 points out of 30 on this. So I think overall, very good structure, good development, and you have very good control of your language use. So you didn't have a lot of vocabulary or grammar issues. So you actually had a very well-written essay.